you to the servers, the bartenders, the chefs, and let's not forget the custodians who will clean up after we leave. So thank you to all of them. I'm honored to join you here in Cheshire County for the second time and to get a chance to speak in front of all of you tonight. My name is Karishma Manzoor. I'm a scientist, a peace advocate, an environmentalist, and most importantly, an honest and bold progressive. And I stand before you as a candidate running to represent the people of New Hampshire in the United States Senate. Let me tell you who I am and the journey that has brought me here today. The story begins before I was born. In 1971, there was a civil war between Bangladesh and Pakistan. An estimated 3 million Bangladeshis were slaughtered in 9 months. That level of atrocity was only possible because of US-made weapons. I lost family members to those weapons. Americans who were alive in 1971 did not benefit from the killing, but US taxpayers paid for it, and the weapons manufacturers profited from it. My father fought in the war and liberated Bangladesh. He became a war hero. But tragically in 1981, my father, Major General Muhammad Abu Mansour, was assassinated. My mother, my siblings, and I were arrested. I was only 7 years old. Following years of political persecution, my family and I came to the United States seeking refuge. We sought safety in a nation whose government had played a role in the deaths of our own family members. That is the profound contradiction between the kindness and generosity of the American people and the failed policies of the government. We found safety here, but like many working class families, we struggled to survive on minimum wage. I earned $4.25 an hour, working multiple jobs 7 days a week. Most of the money went for rent, the rest was for food. Healthcare wasn't even a possibility. My mother and sister suffered from chronic illnesses, and like many Americans, their lives were cut short because of years without access to health care. And like many Americans, they died young. So believe me when I tell you, I know personally the impact of starvation wages, expensive housing, and unaffordable health care. Today, I'm a naturalized American citizen and a patriot, proudly serving my community. Today, I'm a scientist with a PhD in biochemistry and molecular biology. And today, I'm a progressive Democrat running for the United States Senate, fighting for a true representative government that serves the people and rejects the wealthy special interests. I'm not here to give you empty slogans or play it safe. I'm here to speak the truth, because the stakes are too high and the hour is too late. Over the last 50 years, the Republican Party has moved to the ultra-right. But instead of staying true to its progressive base, the Democratic Party leadership chased the Republicans and moved further right along with them. The Democratic Party is no longer a big tent. In reality, it is a fractured party, struggling to hold voters together, as too many are moving to third parties or not showing up to vote. And that is a dangerous truth. We need a Democratic Party that is strong and true, because we need a strong and Democratic Party to stop Donald Trump as he is taking a wrecking ball to truth, to science, to voting rights, to our civil liberties, and literally taking a wrecking ball to the White House. The Democratic base wants to serve the people, while too many of our elected officials are serving their wealthy donors. I come from the base of the party, and we are tired of being betrayed by too many establishment Democrats in Congress who are controlled opposition, answering to the same donors as Donald Trump. The base will no longer follow the establishment into a dark place and vote for the lesser of two evils, because the lesser of two evils is still evil. That is why the establishment Democrats lost to Trump, a pedophile, a liar, a war criminal, not once, but twice. My friends, these are critical times. Millions of Americans are suffering in the richest country in the world. Too many can't afford to go to the doctor. Families work 2-3 jobs and still can't make rent. Students are drowning in debt. Billions of our tax dollars are fueling wars abroad to kill children who never wronged us, instead of feeding and educating our own children. And while our communities suffer, we're living through the largest wealth transfer that has created over 900 billionaires and now a trillionaire. Unacceptable. My friends, these aren't just policy failures, these are moral failures. Trump, MAGA Republicans, and sadly too many establishment Democrats accept money from corporate PACs, super PACs, and foreign lobbies, causing our suffering and enabling war crimes by foreign governments. Over the last 25 years of endless wars, our communities have been drained of resources, and our tax dollars have been used to either directly or indirectly annihilate 5 million people across the world. Think about that. Over the last 25 years, 5 million people have died either directly or indirectly from US-made weapons in Iraq, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Libya, Syria, Iran, Lebanon, and Palestine, and Gaza. Too many donors profited from these killings, and too many lawmakers from both parties also profited from these killings. Yet the Democratic Party is told not to question our elected officials who vote against our values of honesty, integrity, and accountability. We're told to look away while too many of our elected Democratic officials answer to the same donors as Donald Trump. We're told to be patient while they fail to address the housing, childcare, and healthcare crisis. We are told not to ask questions while our elected officials approve billions of dollars of weapons to enable genocide. We are told not to call them out as corrupt while they vote to starve children in the middle of a famine. And my friends, we're told to not question, as some Democrats in Congress have joined the Republicans and Trump, to perpetrate the greatest crime of the 21st century ongoing in the Middle East. This is the ground from which fascism and apathy are growing, from despair, betrayal, and hopelessness. The establishment led us into this nightmare, and God, I hope you believe me, they're not going to lead us out. To fight Donald Trump, we must rebuild the Democratic Party from the ground up. Reclaim our power from the establishment and their billionaire donors, and help elect bold, honest, progressive Democrats to serve the people. This is the year that the progressive Democrats are starting to take over the Democratic Party. From Zohran Mamdani in New York City to Katie Wilson in Seattle. And like them, I'm an honest progressive running to serve the people. I'm running for the United States Senate because New Hampshire and this country deserves a senator who will fight for the people, not donors, not lobbyists, not party leaders. I'm running to deliver Medicare for all, a living wage, affordable housing, universal child care, strong unions, climate justice, reproductive freedom, trans rights, an end to endless wars, and a real democracy where primaries are fair, open, and decided by the people and not by insiders in back rooms. This isn't about Democrats versus Republicans anymore. This is about right versus wrong. This is about democracy versus fascism, justice versus corruption. It's about New Hampshire versus the billionaires. Join me to tell the political establishment, step aside. Let the people and honest progressive leaders lead us out of this nightmare. So please join the people to build a true and strong Democratic Party. Join our progressive movement for honesty, accountability, and integrity. This is how we can welcome back the students, the young people, the independents, the environmentalists, the working families, the farmers, the rural community members, and so many more who have left the party. We need a strong and true Democratic Party, not just to resist fascism, but to defeat it. Not just to reject war, but to build peace. Not just to challenge the system, but to transform it. This fight won't be easy, but it's necessary and it's winnable. And let's build a future we can be proud of. Thank you.